King. Sir King. Sir King.
Canvas.
Sir King. Sir King.
Canvas.
Sir King. Sir King.
All right, what's going on? What's going on? How y'all doing? I hope y'all had a good week. Y'all having yeah, it's the weekend, right? These days be going so fast. Somebody brought it to my attention. Okay, can you believe we already in June, y'all? Well, almost in June. It's the 31st, but can you believe that? Like, damn, that's 6 months already. We was just talking about Trump being in the White House. Like, 6 months. I feel like the universe is trying to speed up time so we don't have to endure it ain't draw out what we got to endure. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel. Well, I appreciate y'all being here. What's up, Red Bird, with your blue self? Just joking. What's up, Ray Black? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Cheryl, the Sport Burnett. How you doing? Good to see you. I guess it's the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers, the ones that left because Oklahoma City advanced to they advanced to the NBA Finals. But like I was saying to you, Cheryl, I don't think the NBA gonna be happy because the ratings gonna be low unless New York makes it to the finals. So we'll see. What you say, Ray Black? Ooh, I like that, Rob. Yeah, I ain't gonna say his name because y'all. I really listen. Y'all don't understand. I was reading this article the other day, and they talking about AI. And AI, the man said, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand how much AI is going to cause job displacement. And he was like, I'm more concerned about the civilization of man and its eradication of the civilization of man because we training it to be smarter than us. And how you going to control something that's smarter than you? Because something that's smarter than you, you're going to eventually realize that it's smarter than you and try to make sure you don't take it out. So it was really profound, and they're like one of the main founders or main players in AI, and they sounded the alarm 3 years ago. And that article got me thinking, yeah, he's absolutely right. Why are we sitting up here playing with something that we may not have the ability to control? And the thing is, we trying to make it independent and autonomous and self-adaptive. I tell you, go watch that movie Megan. I don't know if Megan 2 came out yet. It was supposed to, but maybe it still is, maybe later in the summer. But y'all, that's crazy. Like we trying to really create our own destruction. Pretty much that's what he was saying. Is like, and I was thinking, like, why are we even doing this? Like, why are we even doing this? Okay, and most of it is laziness. Oh, why you need an autonomous car? Oh, so you can watch movies while you drive? Laziness. Oh, and then greed and laziness. The billionaires want to make more money, so they said, "Oh, I can get rid of human later. I ain't gonna worry about nobody calling off. I ain't gonna worry about the lawsuits. They're more efficient. They need less breaks. Greed." But watch, it's gonna be a revolution. That's how I feel. But then once again, all they gonna offer us is an apology. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that the robots will create a language that we can't understand and can't control. Anyway, so yeah, that's my thought on that. You said you'll be watching. I'll be watching to see, but I'm just telling you, if it's Indiana and Oklahoma, that's gonna be a ratings nightmare, right? And then sure, I also heard that a lot of college players are withdrawn from going to the NBA. Why? Because they can make more money and the NIL deals. Sure. Let me tell you something, sure. Somebody showed me something for a high school player. A high school player between you and I. Shh. Don't tell nobody. This high school player about to make six figures. Six figures as a 17-year-old. No diploma. Shh. Don't tell nobody now. At high school, six figures. Child. The days have changed. The day how can an adult tell that him anything when he about to get six figures as a high school basketball player? High school, not college. High school. He ain't even 18 yet. I was like, oh hell, Cheryl, you know I'm about to play. Oh hell no, no,
Oh hell no!
So times are definitely changing. I would tell anybody that's listening, please, y'all learn AI in some way, some capacity. Because the man Jensen Young or whatever his name is, and here in the video, he say AI is not gonna take your job. A person who knows AI is gonna take your job. I was like, boy, you don't shut up. But he had a point. So those who know AI will be the cream of the crop of the workforce, and those who don't, you gotta get what you want. And then on top of that, they laying off like top. I said, what was it? Mid-level managers and stuff like that. So it's like if you got a white collar job, you don't want to need to be worried. So yeah, so we're gonna talk about a whole bunch of stuff. So let me get to my commentary because I'm pressed for time already. Already I'm pressed for time. The gym got me. In case you listened to my story the other day, I told you how I had went to the ghetto gym and I saw the guy from the who worked at the bougie gym. He was at the ghetto gym. Child. Then I went to the bougie gym yesterday because the bougie gym they open up real early. So I went to the bougie gym. It was nobody behind the counter. Now I told you they have been getting into my account. Now, I don't mind paying for nothing, okay, except for StreamYard because they put me in a damn headlock. But okay, I owe money, so I was waiting at the counter waiting to pay. Nobody was there. Nobody was there. I said, shit, I got to go. So whatever. They weren't there. If they needed to get me, they could have got me. Guess who showed up? But guess who come hunting me down? Because you know when you scan into the gym and pull up your profile. So I said, whatever. If they need to come get the money, I got the money. Ain't no issue. But I know y'all not gonna hold up I'm not gonna sit up here waiting for y'all to come. Y'all should be at the front desk. So I go do my workout, whatever. I shoot my little hoops. Guess who come hunting my ass down? Child. It was the man who worked at the gym that was at the hood gym the other day. He ain't hardly there early in the AM. I'm like, damn. I said, what's the coincidence of that? So he come hunting me down. I said, bro, I'll pay. I'm going to pay. I said, I'll pay right now. I said, no, not a problem. I ain't trying, I don't need you to do me no favors, no daps, no nothing. I got it. Here we go. So I pay him, but I said, look, man, he said, oh, they got you as insufficient fund. I said, I told you, bro, there ain't no insufficient fund. I said, I locked my card. He said, oh, okay, I understand. I said, I locked my card. He said, well, you need to keep it open for the 15th. I said, no, I'm not. I said, because y'all go in there or somebody goes in there and takes what they're not supposed to take, and then I'm stuck with really an insufficient fund. So I said, no, I said, okay, I'll keep it open. Yeah, right. But I start keeping my car open. We're gonna do this every damn month until they come up to be 2025. I said y'all should have a pay online option. And he's like, well, you should keep your car. I'm not keeping my car open up for you. Because then I got to worry about you and anybody else that's not supposed to be coming in my account. So yeah, so that's what happened with that the gym situation. But I paid my money. I had budgeted right there. 'Cause I know how they be. But guess what? That gym was like a ghost town. Y'all, usually it be people up in there. I said, that's why they hounding me. I said, he said, oh, they go because they gonna cancel your membership. I said, stop lying. I didn't tell him to say stop lying, but in my head, I said, yeah, right. No, what y'all want is y'all want that money. And I figured I pretty much had the whole gym to myself. The whole gym to myself. Now, there was other people that came trickling in, but not like before. I said, I don't know what the hell going on. They probably got tired of them reaching in their account too. It's the way you do business and it's the way you don't do business. And the way, and that's just the way. Anyway, how would you feel? So I kept coming into your account from all different angles and stuff, but it wasn't hardly no people in there. I'm like, what? I like that's why because they got probably a quota and they ain't gonna meet that quota. It's hard. Let me tell you something. It's hard out here. A lot of people are losing their jobs. We just don't see it yet. And listen, y'all, I tell you, we about to have a debt collapse. A debt collapse. Because everybody they introduced that buy now, pay later. I was like, what in the hell? No offense. Why are y'all giving broke people an option to buy now and pay later? That's now we know that's the credit card is pretty much something like that. But it be minimal stuff. Oh, buy now and pay $20 per month later. Of course, somebody like gonna want that, but that's creating a situation where they may not be able to pay later. Like, yo, but I say all that to say, like, we under some pressure right now. So, but yeah, it was hardly nobody at the gym. So I don't know if that changed during the day, but like I said, I feel why they still putting pressure on people because. And then I wonder if they affected by that whole Trump situation with his cuts and stuff like that. Because this is a YMCA, a Christian organization, or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, it was hardly nobody up in there. So and it wasn't no holiday, so I couldn't say it was no holiday that caught them. I was just shocked, like damn. Usually they be up in there. So, but that's why they harassing people. Like they really harass me. I ain't never been harassed like that. They call me every damn day. They threaten me. Talk about if I don't come in, if I don't pay 48 hours, something gonna cancel. And then what's the last thing? Oh, they reached into my account for like six different accounts. But I said denied. But it's gonna get out harder here. That's what I want to say. That people are gonna start making decisions. Is it the gym, or is it milk and water, or cereal, or rice and beans, or food, or the light bill? Like people gonna be like, well, I could go outside and do push-ups, rather. I'm gonna tell you that's the rationalization and decision that people gonna have to make soon. Because stuff is sky high and people gonna unfortunately lose jobs or hours gonna get cut. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Oh, also, y'all, I did a live. I did a live and nobody knew about it. Can you believe that? I did a live and nobody did about it. Cause I'm up there talking about I'm gonna do my live on Avatar Nation, which I did, but it was on Twitch. Oh no! I'm like, what the hell going on? I was like, wait, ain't nobody showed up. I said, oh well, that's what I get for not going on the page. And then to kind of find out it was on Twitch, y'all. So I was like, oh Lord. So if you want to go see that live I did on Avatar Nations on Twitch. Simply Living says, good morning. Uh, everyone better start a garden. I'll tell you that. Better start a garden or better start knowing how to eat once a day or something. Because I'm gonna tell you, it's scary to me. You know how I got scared and how I knew this dude don't care? When he set up there and said peekaboo yesterday, he said peekaboo. And I'm talking about Rump. Rump said peekaboo. He said peekaboo, I raises back the tariffs up to for aluminum and steel another 25%, 50%. I said, you know what? Let me stop. Let me stop giving this man the benefit of the doubt and let me get real. I didn't want to believe it, but he gonna play games with all of us. He lowered them down to 25%. Now he gonna push it back up to 50. So that tells me he don't care nothing about the market. He don't care nothing about fluctuations. He don't care about who he hurt in the process. And I say, you know what? I know I'm sorry to say, I just when you do that, you don't care. What's up, Taran? How you doing? Good to see you. So when you do that, you don't care. The people at Harvard are all damn scared because they don't know if they're gonna be able to come back to school or stay in school. That whole what they call a natural. I'm sorry, I don't know terminology, but immigration protection or something protection he was giving to the immigrants or the refugees or whatever. That's about to go bye bye. They all scared because 500,000 of them about to get deported. So listen, when he did yesterday with the steel and the aluminum, I said, okay, this dude don't care about the market. He don't care. He only cared when everything was about to go crazy when he did 150%. He lowered it. He played too many games. In Wall Street, they don't like games. They like consistency, somewhat predictability. They can understand that some things may happen, but not this up down, up down, up down, left right, select start. No, he ain't playing no damn Nintendo. So when that happens, people are going to go to other markets, meaning other countries, and they're going to pull their money out. And I'm telling you, I ain't looking at the stock market no more. I'm looking for it to go down, but I'm not invested. I'm not invested. The video did great, but it could have been better. But they were talking about China on limitations, but that's about it. I'm saying no. Oh hell no to no no. So that's why I feel I don't trust nothing. Everything up there, up there, up there, up there. Mm-mm. You can't do nothing. You can't make investments in an environment like that. So, mm. Ray Black says, "Well, it's said our country has never done well unto him." Ray Black, do you believe that? Do you believe that, Ray Black? Do you believe that? Simple Living, or if you want to say Simple Living, says he's also playing games with the stock market. He makes a drop, and his people buy it up, and then he'll drop the tariff to bring it back up. Yeah, it's crazy. Simple Living, it's insane. It's the thing. You drop it, raise it, drop it, raise it. And I was thinking about that simply. You can make a lot of money if you know how to time that stuff, right? You get it when it's down, rise when it's up, sell it when it's high, wait for the drop again, buy it when it's low, wait for the rise back up when it's high. And then he gonna play a whole thing with watch. He gonna play games with Jerome Powell watch with the interest rate thing because that's the only next thing that I can see that will make the stock market go up astronomically is the decrease in the interest rate. That's the only thing. That's the only thing left. After that, I think it's doom and gloom. It's doom and gloom because I hate to be negative because it. I mean, let's look at it. We won't have to suffer the brunt of the tariffs. Inflation is going down, thankfully, but we're gonna still. It's like yeah, okay, the inflation went down, but really in actuality, we really haven't seen the data from the cost of what of the Trump tariffs have caused us. And you got to remember, there's 10% tariff that wasn't ever there before. So it's all interesting. We'll see. You know, it's interesting to see because you got to see how this stuff plays out. Nobody knows. Ray Black says if his mouth moves, he's lying. Simple Liver says it's a lot of money to be. Yeah, it's a lot of money to be made if you know how to make it, though. If you know how to make it, it's a lot of money to be made. I keep trying to tell you, they pushing people to get stuff ready for crypto. And my theory is, I feel he's trying to crash the dollar to push everything to crypto. Because watch the moves of his family. His family all crypto, 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 crypto. They ain't doing nothing really dollar, 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 dollar. They're doing crypto, 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 crypto. So I'm like, and look who he catering up to. He catered up to people in the Middle East. He thinking that Putin is his buddy and stuff. So what's make y'all to think that he not gonna try to put them on too? And the only way you can really put them on is have a de-dollarization of the dollar and a world currency. Now, obviously, where he's going to come to glory is he's going to say, "Oh, we're going to be the chief or the greatest in this new currency." But it's still gonna be like more of an equal playing field internationally. So that's what I feel. Now, how it come to what's gonna happen, what's the bumps in the road, I don't know. I will call the police. Okay, thank you for stopping by. But I'm trying to be of a more positive energy, so I have to not allow that. So thank you for coming by. Hallelujah, praise. We got to give you some praise because Jesus is all you need. Obviously, because there's something negative bothering you. So we'll play this in tribute of you coming by, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend.
Jesus is all I need to get by. Jesus is all I need to get by. Jesus is all I need to get by. To get by. In the morning, he's all to get by. I need his all. You and I need to get by. There's a midnight hour.
All right, hopefully, Jesus helps you in your ways. All right, move right along. So yeah, that's what I pretty much said. Just prepare. I mean, like someone says, a lot of money to be made, but you gotta know how to make that money. And usually, those who make that money is in the inner circle or something that studies the market religiously. Um, so yeah, just be prepared. I don't know. It's just like weird. It's just weird times we live in, uncertain times. But like I was saying, a lot of his family is setting up moves, legislation. You see a lot of. My theory is one way to push people into this whole crypto thing is to what eliminate tax gains or capital gains, and you see a lot of. I think Missouri eliminated capital gains on crypto stuff as well as stocks and all that, but crypto. Um, I think there was another state that did it. So that's the way I feel they're going to push people into adopting the crypto and say, hey, whatever gains you make, we won't tax you. So, because why would people be motivated to move to a different currency? That's just my theory. So that's just my theory. And he's got 4 years, he knows, to make it happen. So we shall see. All right, what else I want to say? Elon, he got a black eye. So in case you didn't know, they had this whole presentation of Elon in the Oval Office yesterday, saying that he was leaving Doge, which I say bullshit. He'll still be involved in some way, somehow, some capacity, but he saw that was causing too much backlash for the company. But when he showed up, he had a black eye. So everybody like, what the hell? Where does black eye come from? And it wasn't no. It don't look like the door hit him or it looked like somebody clocked him on the side of his damn head. That's what it looked like from the picture I saw. Um, but it's weird. Like he wasn't talking right. He was stumbling and stuff. I don't know. He not the most articulate speaker, but so yeah, he got hit in the head, and Rump gave him a golden key and all this stuff to signify his contribution and stuff like that. So it seems there's a lot going on in that Oval Office. Where we say, "Ooh, child," yeah, there's definitely a lot going on in that Oval Office. Seems like more like the beef sector with all that lackworthy or disloyalty they got going on.
Ooh, child.
Yeah. What's up, Black Pearl? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Happy Saturday. All right, so let's get what else we can talk about. There's some trans stuff going on in California where a trans, I don't know the proper terminology, but a trans athlete beat some natural born gender athletes, and they are none too happy. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I just shook my head because that's like my big ass sitting up there competing in an all women's track race and beating all the women. Would that be right? I'm just saying I'm for all equality, but I'm just like, yo, some of this stuff just don't. It's just, I don't know. Anyway, let me stay out of that because we got some people here who trans and shit and all that. But I was just thinking, it's just like, anyway, move right along. Anything else I want to say? No, we covered everything. We covered sports. We covered politics, technology, and now we're going to move on to the news that you absolutely cannot use. If you want to, feel free to send a gesture to $, Sir King Crown. It'll be tremendously appreciated. We're going to take a brief commercial break and we'll be right back. So, I got What's this one? Hold on, y'all.
Hey! Hey! Go Mary! Go Mary! Go Mary! Go Mary! Oh hell no! Mary! Go Mary! Go Mary! Go Mary!
Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Ooh, I think it should go scary instead of Mary. Go scary. Anyway, let's move on. We'll talk about some stuff over here. I was sitting back and I'm like, the nerve. Like, because I'm often considerate if people got an issue, but the nerve for someone to tell me why I can't talk about them and why, I was like, oh, hell no, you're not going to shut me up. So I'm going to still do my commentary about living. You are a content creator. I'm not going to sit up here and be like, ooh, I can't talk about living. But no, you're a content creator. You decide to put your ugly toes in the arena of the B sector as a commentator. So I'm going to speak about you. You're not a co-host. You ain't a baby. You ain't got no diapers. So we gonna talk about you, okay? So allegedly, what you say? LOL, you fool the first time I saw him dancing with Mary. Well, it looked like a dodo. I can only fool you if there were similarities, which there are plenty. Um, so go back to limit. I will do my commentary as I see fit. I just told you, YouTube gave me my 5-year badge. I was like, oh hell no, I put skinny in the game. And you over there whining like an infant talking about this my face, yeah, give me some time. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh hell no. Child, didn't I just time you out? And I'm not playing on that song. Obviously, uh, you didn't get healed or revived. Okay, so allegedly, because I don't watch. Allegedly, because they were talking about, I got to tell you the source that I heard it from at YTC. Why did I can't say it, but anyway. What? Well, I can say it. Why did Oda say that lady name is YT Uchi? What? And you put the C in front of Uchi? I was like, y'all, when y'all hate somebody, y'all hate somebody. Y'all come up with the weirdest names. YT Uchi. You put the C in front of it. So they were saying over there at YT that Lemon apparently was involved in a narcotics operation. I was like, what? I was like, oh, hell no. So, no. Living involved in a narcotics operation? I know you lying to me.
Oh hell
Now, I ain't going to be a hater. But I'm going to tell you, something going to go down. They're going to get that boy in a lot of trouble. He going to be. He goes, and YT Uchi, excuse me, yeah, YT Uchi over there. But why, Sir King? Stop it, Sir King. And I'm like, no, YT Uchi. No, that's not, no, stop that. Because you like to look at things at point blank, period, face value. And I'm telling you, you gotta look beyond the value. You gotta look beyond the value. You gotta look at what's going to happen. What is connected? What transpired? What will transpire? And that's all I was saying is that, if he's doing or alleged or being involved in online narcotics deals, don't you think something else is about to happen over there? Come on now. What's up, Brixton, babe? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Oh, child. Okay, see, this is what happened when you be, I guess, semi-nice to people. You just got to go. I love you too. Mwah. 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 Yeah, a hug and a kiss. Let me be the first to give it to you. Mwah. All right. So apparently I don't know if the video's still up, but they were telling him to take the video down. He was showing somebody something, I guess allegedly, narcotics or something, and he didn't know. I don't know. But I would say keep playing with them little boys over there or them little young men. They gonna get you hemmed up. I was just saying either way, online or offline. I'm not being a hater, but sure enough, I guarantee you, Lemon, they want what you have. Okay? And if they find a way to get it, they gonna take it. So I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying about what I heard. What I heard. So let's get into Jay Wilson will be the joke. So Jay Wilson, what's up, heavy man? How you doing? So Jay Wilson, now see, I'll be like, ooh. He'll be like, I don't talk about that man over that. But Jay Wilson, you talk about everybody. You talk about, and I'm just sitting here and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna talk about you and I'm gonna make a joke, but you be talking about people real life circumstances and situations. You over there making Rico. Now I don't know when the last time Rico said something to you. I think some people you just leave alone. If you know Rico's on a certain public assistance and you know the government is taking it, say your commentary about it, but stop like you ain't gotta make fun of the person. You ain't gotta like I'm sure Rico is aware, and I'm sure Rico is concerned. But for you to sit up there and try to laugh and make fun and think it's a brunt of a joke, and Jay Wilson is so nasty. You can tell he has a nasty disposition in life. You can say he got all these friends. He ain't got no friends, and if they do got friends, they probably Mark's friends. Because let me tell you why. Somebody was saying he got the worst sound ever because you know he's trying to travel all around San Antonio to make a buck off of YouTube. So therefore the connection ain't good. So somebody said something about his sound. Like if somebody at Brixton was gonna say, so your sound or fix your sound, I'm not gonna be don't tell me about my sound. I'm not gonna respond that way. I'll be like, oh, thank you. Something wrong with my sound. Let me go back and refresh. He's like, don't tell me about my sound. I was like, ooh. He said, you know, when I get close to the house, I have this issue with my sound. I'm like, you are one nasty, bald headed, 4-eye roly poly. I said, ooh, that, and and then I think he felt taken aback because the person was just letting him know that his sound was messing up. And it is. His sound, he was and we were like, oh, I don't know. You know, it's not fair to your audience. And then why he pulls up into the house, let me tell you what happened. He pulls up right into the house, pulls right into the garage, open the door, and go get something to eat. How? Because I heard the bowl clang. I'm like, you are one fat greedy bastard. How you go open the door and go right for food? We heard the bowl clanging. I'm like, child, I was like, hey, this man got a food addiction. Anyway, so he was so nasty. Like, damn, yeah, he's just so nasty. Don't tell me, brother, you know when I get close to the house, I got connected. I'm like, they don't know that. Excuse me. And if they did know that, then you'd be saying they were stalking because they know how close you are to your home. Like, how would they know that? You weren't on camera, you weren't live. That was just weird to me. Weird to me. Hold on one second, y'all. You know what? No, I'm not gonna hold on. I'm gonna be rude like Jay Wilson. I'm gonna drink some water in y'all here so you can hear it go down my throat. Hold on, here we go. And you're gonna hear Mark calling me at the same time. Hold on, y'all. I gotta gulp some more. Ooh, that water good. Ooh, that water. Ooh, that circle good. Ooh, baby. Ooh, child. Do Jesus. Do Jesus. Ooh, that water good. Ooh, child. I did the damn thing. That water did the damn thing. Don't tell me that water didn't do the damn. That water did the damn thing. Ooh, where I get that from? Where that water? Ooh, HEB, QIT, Elemental P. Ooh, yeah, mama gotta give me some more of that. Ooh, child, yeah, I gotta give. Yeah. Yeah, that one did damn thing. Yeah. Woo, child. Gotta give me some more of that. And everything at a song. Everything at a song, Jay Wilson. That's when I hit that white X. Boop, goodbye. Everything at a song. Rolling down the highway. Almost hit a pothole, baby. Everything is not a song, Jay Wilson. Everything. I'm like, why is he busting out a song? We could listen, Jay Wilson. People come to hear you speak. Okay, as much as I hate to say that, not to hear you sing, not to hear you sing. Okay, I'll just okay, okay. So now this is how much I can tell this man don't have no soul. Okay, now he go over there listen to Deanna. Excuse me, because Deanna's over there talking about D Rams. Now, D. Ramsey was the one that chased Jay Dunn like a fullback, I believe, down in Orlando, that had her hiding behind the wall. I'm just giving context. You're like, who the hell is D. Ramsey? Because D. Ramsey don't make no more videos no more. So, D. Ramsey had a transformation where she was almost 400 pounds and has now dropped down to 150. Now, DC, Jay Wilson, instead of making fun of D. Ramsey, you need to be hitting her up. Okay, or go on a nature walk with her and figure out how the hell she dropped all that weight. Okay, I can see she didn't do no other Moderna or Caverna or Mozobic or whatever. It seemed like she did whatever she did the natural way because she shaved the hair off and everything. But you see, you ain't got that problem. You just naturally bald because even your hair follicles don't like you. But anyway, what's up, YT cameras? How you doing? Hi, Libby. Hi, Libby. Child. Anyway, Bristol Basis, I forgot about D. I hope she's well. Well, apparently, I don't know. Jay Milston is mad because she got a tiny home, or they said she bought a tiny home, or something like that. But this is the thing I have an issue with Jay Wilson. See, why are you sitting up there making fun of that woman in a tiny home and going what she's going through? But see, this is the thing I don't like. He always got something to say about the dead. So he gonna sit up there because I guess one time D. Ramsey mother had passed away, rest her soul, and she was carrying around her ashes of her mother, right? And she was D. Ramsey was saying that she gonna take her mother to see the mountains and the trees and all that. And Jay Wilson like, you gonna take your mom to see that? She ain't gonna see the mountains and the trees that way. And I was like, yo, why you gotta even include the mama in your commentary, Jay Wilson? You the one that got a chaplain degree, so you know the essence of spirituality and all that spiritual stuff. So why would you sit up there and think that you can include that woman in mother in the brunt of your jokes? That was so tasteless and distasteful. It really was. It really was. I was like, yo, lay that lady mama alone. Like, it's you talk about D Ramsey, talk about D Ramsey bald head, talk about D Ramsey looking like a shrunken Ninja Turtle that went on a diet, a strict diet. You can put it on D Ramsey, but then you're gonna put her mama in it. That was like, you don't know that. And you said the lady obviously went through something. So why don't you do like it's just like it just even if she never hears your commentary, just for the sake of those who may be carrying a loved one on their hip and trying to carry with them on their nature journey, you just deflate them, their hopes or their purpose or maybe showing their loved one or their deceased loved one something. I was just like, you just, ugh. So he go on to talk about that lady home, the tiny home and all that. And I say, you know what? And I don't wish this on nobody, but he do so much talking about other people's circumstances. But when he come on here begging for a water heater, he get mad. He don't want nobody to say nothing. He don't want nobody to say nothing at all. Making fun of Brian trying to get a trailer. He should. I understand. You go sit there and say, "Oh, I'm doing research for Brian." No, Negro, you were doing research for you because you probably seeing that home that you in is probably getting expensive, and you yourself probably looking at a modular home. So what Brian is doing probably galvanized you to get on what you need to do because that home is probably kicking your ass, right? But it'll be interesting, and I don't wish this on nobody. But as much, see, the reason I want to give Jay Wilson a hard time, and what does it say? Those who are the ambassadors of the Lord or show that have an in-depth knowledge of the Lord are going to be judged the harshest. And it's interesting that he'll come over here knowing the tenets and the principles of the Lord more in depth than any of us because he's got 18,000 degrees in ministry. But his behavior doesn't reflect it. He's not even charitable in that way. When has that man, and I don't count nobody coin, but he's just said, "Oh, I don't do it. I don't do nothing for free." So when have you given back? Maybe you have. I don't know. But that's the things you need to be talking about. It's about instead of what you be doing. We don't see you giving shit to nobody, like for real, for real. We don't hear nothing about nothing. Oh, and when you do, you get the church in trouble. But anyway, I go on to say it'll be messed up. And say, well, so you wind up in a tiny home. You wind up in a tiny home, or you wind up needing public assistance or something like that. Because the Lord is one of the most unconventional comedians ever. So you may think, oh no. You can be amazed at the way that a man's fortunes change. Right? What does it say? Tell the Lord your plans and he will laugh. So you keep making fun of those who are down. They'll soon one day be looking up or looking down at you and you'll be looking up at them. What's up, Real Mama Fifi? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Ray Black says, my goodness, yeah, he did. I don't listen. Anything I tell y'all about Jay Wilson is 100% true. Right? I don't play with things like that. I ain't gonna put no stake on nobody's name when it's concerning the deceased and what somebody said. He made fun of D Ramsey taking her mother in her ashes up to see the mountains. Because like I said, I'm just repeating myself in case you're coming in. D Ramsey said, "Oh, I'm gonna take my mama to see the mountains and stuff, or the trees and the mountains and stuff." And he was like, "Oh, your mama ain't gonna see it that way. No, your mama ain't gonna see it like that." I'm like, "How you gonna determine what way her mama gonna see it? Even if she here or in the upper realms of heaven, she's still gonna see where her daughter at." So I just thought that, and Ray Black, he also said it made fun when he's a chaplain, made fun of this Hispanic family that was touching over in the seats when he like, I ain't touching no dead person. So why the hell are you a chaplain? I was like, wow, and he takes these jobs because of the money. There's nothing he says he took it because he was convicted to do so. And when I say convicted, not legally, but conviction, morally or spiritually convicted to do something for the goodness of others. He never speaks of like I did this because it was the right thing to do. He'll tell you about some program that he learned about, probably in his studies, that you can use, but that's about it for what we can gather. He'll put you down first before he'll pull you up. He'll step on your head 10 times with a Timberland boot, steal Timberland boots before he'll give you a hand up. I'll tell you that much. Let me see what y'all saying. Brixton says, remember coins. How do you like them? How do you like them? Should be bills. That's what he said he got over there. All right. Yeah, no, Ray Black. That's not a guy. That's why I give him the hardest time. I give him the hardest time more than anybody on this application. I just feel like, don't play with God like that. You don't play with God like you're making a mockery of God in every facet and capacity. And then it's like weird. It's like I can understand usually you use God as a stint or a segment of your show, and then you break out of that, like right. But everything is like his whole thing is him being encompassed in God. Pastor Jay Wilson, I got 18 ministry degrees, playing with God. Jesus, putting God in your title, Jesus in your title. That's just crazy to me. Nah, I know Ray Black, but he'll soon find out. He'll soon find out. I hate to say. I think God been very lenient with him, to be honest. And I mean, listen, I'm listen. I ain't God's tenant, but I just feel like, yo, people looking at you at a certain way, and you just crapping on them. To be honest, you know. All right, let's see what else we got in there. Uppity, shake my head, and Yaya pull it up. So let's talk about Uppity. So Real Mama Fifi in here. So Real Mama Fifi, girl, I was listening to Real Mama Fifi and what she was saying about Uppity and all that. That whole situation, see, Uppity played herself, right? Uppity was flexing and all this stuff, but Uppity don't know what she wants. Uppity thinks she wants internet fame, but internet fame will lead to Uppity's demise, as it's slowly doing right now. Because I ain't putting nothing out there. Everybody know Uppity got cases. Now, Brianna sat up here and put out more information that I guess a lot of people knew because Uppity divulged some details about what she had going on and all that other stuff. You gotta listen to Brianna live to catch what she had going on. What that's about. I don't bring that over here. I just tell y'all where the source is. Thank you. Y'all hit that um like button. So apparently, Uppity's been in some shit, but Uppity likes to run around and threaten how she got lawyers and stuff like that. And really, the attorneys and stuff are for her daughter, for her, because they in a certain situation and all that other stuff. So really, Uppity is the one that caused her demise. Now, we know people around here like to claim they're a mandated reporter and they like to see kind of stuff. Now, y'all saw that video with Uppity. I feel Uppity was we don't know what happened prior, but we do know Uppity was the provoker. She definitely was a provoker. That man said, "Get that camera out my face. Get that camera out my face." She continued to want to stunt and see for her daughter, and show how she was, the big rolling ball of the building, and kept putting the camera in the face. And the man sat the camera away. Then she threatened how she knew this person and that person. So, based on what, well, Mama Fifi, I got to bring you into this. Based on the commentary that was given last night, Uppity had other children that were not best taken care of, and therefore the state said we got to take care of them. So when Uppity showed that footage and stuff, like she gave people, because when people who are in, let's say, state organizations and stuff like that, they don't go based on what people report to them. They're like, okay, all right. They investigate, but there's more weight if you have video evidence of what you stated to these organizations. And Uppity, dumbass, stood up there and gave the people what they needed, I feel, to the state organizations if they so choose to take that course. So that's can I say it's a sad situation? Let me just be honest. Uppity does a lot of stuff that a lot of people do on here. Live in a state of delirium to make it from day to day. Uppity thinks that she got a skinny waist when her waist is as big as the size of the equator. So no. But to her to get from day to day, she makes herself believe that she has a skinny waist, she's a bad bee, she got a man that give her $1,000 bee, all this stuff. So yeah. And a lot of people are hoping that the state don't take her daughter away because they feel that maybe that's the only thing that's keeping Uppity going. That's why I say, like, some people need to take a test before they even allow internet access, or at least allow access to be a broadcaster, right? But then you get into the murky waters of First Amendment and all that, but you should have to have some requirements, right? Because I just feel like YouTube is only leading to Uppity's demise. So, but what I was hoping was that what we see from a lot of people too is people's online persona is not the same in real life. So what I was hoping was, okay, Uppity act like a buffoon on here, a toothless buffoon on here, but when she clicks off, it's not the same. But we see that that's not the case. She wants to carry that online persona out to the real world and almost get her head beat in. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that's someone who definitely needs Jesus in their life, for real, no lie, because I honestly feel that's a no-win situation. And I think I think maybe Real Mama Fifi said that the girl gonna wind up terrorized too, because they were saying the daughter's nonverbal and she at 5 years old or something like that. So she non. What kind of life that girl gonna have? And then what's gonna happen is, and we see it all the time. I'm gonna tell you what I ain't no say that, but I'm gonna say it, but I hope it don't come to fruition. Is as Nala gets older, Uppity gonna get jealous, right? And what happens if the girl has a nice figure? Uppity gonna start feeding her bad food and make her blow up as big as Uppity. I'm telling you, I see it. Especially if the girl starts getting compliments. Oh, you have a cute daughter. Da 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 da. Uppity, because her past trauma, gonna sit up there and start trying to sabotage that girl and make her look like her. I'm just telling you, ooh, Sir King, that's harsh. No, Sir King, that's true. I'm just telling you. Because Uppity has a tremendous jealous spirit. And I don't I don't see Uppity allow that girl to be fruitful and just happy, without know, some jealousy going on. So that's what I was saying. Brista says she loves her baby. She might not be doing things now how we should, but she's doing her best. I wish her daughter nothing. I do too. And there's a lot of people who love their babies. I love their babies, but that past trauma that she has may be too hard for her to overcome. That's what I'm saying. Hello, Rick James. I hope you're having a great morning. Okay. All right. Well, Real Mom People said true 2 kids that were given to her dad, to the dad, to the dad got them. Because somebody said that the dad didn't want no custody of the other baby. All right. So, Jesus. Jesus. Okay. Olivia is smiling. Well, I'm glad you're smiling, Olivia. Good morning to you, too. Okay. So, next thing I'll talk about is Yaya pulling up. So apparently, we know Sean Bradley. Now, this is kind of weird. YTC, you might want to do commentary. I'm sure you've done commentary on this already. I feel this is kind of weird. Now, Sean Bradley, as soon as we say that the beast is dead, we got this leak coming out of his camp. Real interesting. Timing of it all very suspicious. Very suspicious and convenient. But what I want to say is to that is that we heard the whole stuff about Lady Nika and Yaya doing their stuff with paraphernalia and stuff like that for I guess lupus. I don't know. That is what is being said. So Yaya said she gonna say she was gonna play Mr. Telephone Man. So she went up and called Sean Bradley, and Sean Bradley said, ring a ring a ling. What's up, Face Yaya? And Face Yaya said, did you say I was a crackhead back in the day? And then Sean Bradley said, child, no. And then Face Yaya said, okay, good, bye. Well, Face Yaya did her the taste for herself and said, oh, hell no, I know this ninja did it. So Face Yaya said, you call him a loose booty. I don't know what that is. Does loose booty mean you need diapers? I don't know. All this kind of other derogatory statements, I guess, saying he shoved stuff on his butt. Because she heard the text and she was highly upset because he did make accusations and insinuations that she was a big old crackhead back in the day. And then said if he keeps saying such a thing, that she gonna pull up with her son. Nah, yeah, why you pulling your babies? Why are you pulling your babies into this? Yeah. Why you can't put Sean Bradley in a headlock? Okay, we know how he swings. Okay, he swing like a helicopter. So that means he ain't gonna hit nothing. So what You can't beat him up by yourself. Yeah. You got to bring your babies into this. You got to sacrifice the future of your babies. I know you want to make a man the man, but this is the time that Sean Bradley gonna claim he a woman. So you can't beat him up. You can bring a broomstick, okay, and just hit him across the head, in the back, in the butt, and all that. Yeah. Why are you bringing your babies into that? So I don't know what's the response been, but she's not too happy with these allegations and insinuations about her being a crackhead and all that. So what's up, Dr. Sophie? How you doing? Good to see you. Happy Saturday to you. YT Campbell says, I did commentary on it and it was discussed and I was discussed apparently. Oh yeah, I heard he said something about you over there at the tapes, but I didn't hear it though. Over there at Patreon. You said shake my hand. I know. It's a damn shame. But let's see. Oh, this is the other thing. Sorry. Yaya said she don't live too far from Sean, so if he keep it up, she gonna pull up. So I'm like, ooh. Well, I don't know if she said she'll pull up. She said she'll pay him a visit. So I had to be careful with my words because pull up means something totally different these days. But she definitely said she is not too far from him. So maybe that's why she has his number. What's up, Cosmic Girl? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here on this wonderful Saturday. Bernice says, good morning, Sir King Miles. Chance, good morning to you too. All right, so let me see what else I want to talk about. So that's pretty much my commentary on everything. Diddy, Trump said he may pardon Diddy. Child, didn't I tell you that? I told you that, but I don't know why he would announce that so soon. I think that's a reckless situation because he may influence the jury by that comment. Honestly, for what I'm hearing, because we can't watch it now, we got to go based on other people's situations and stuff, or commentary and stuff. Y'all gonna get wrong with me, but we already knew Diddy was promiscuous. He was a partier. He was a womanizer. He was a controller. No, he did not deserve the right to kick Cassie in her and beat her up like a rag doll. That was wrong. But y'all not like it's weird. They not making this man seem like a damn villain. And I feel the only way they're gonna be able to do that, I hate to say it, if they sit up here and are able to portray him as an organized ex-trafficking ring lord. That's it. I don't see that. And the other way is they're able to say he got somebody under the age of 18, and numerous people to do things that they want to do. I don't see that. So I hate to tell y'all, it seems as if this man is going to get off. It really do. Because going into it, I was like, oh, baby, you going to jail. Well, based on the presentation of this damn child, unless they got a real slim dunk at the end, he about to be Diddy bopping at Star Island. I'm just telling you. Because I'm sorry. You gotta understand, his reputation had a certain reputation before he went to trial. And they have not, some people say, oh, he would never work again. No, he was already in an industry that, kind of, how can I say it? It's a certain term when they say women or did something to women or objectified women. He was already in the industry like that. That was what you see his music videos. The women are half naked. Not saying that is right, y'all. Not saying that's right. So he went around here acting like he was the Pope. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So, and that was part. He was showing that he had Diddy parties all the time. So, I don't understand it. And these people are saying, "Oh, I went back. They paid me for my services." Da, 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 da. He wasn't saying like, "Oh, I kidnapped you and I put you in a cage and under the dungeons of Thailand and you had to do all this stuff." No, nobody's saying that. Right? Bristol Man said everybody was grown and everybody got paid for their services. Right? And you got Cassie up there. Sorry, Cassie, but you up there saying, "Ooh, I loved you." I don't know. I'm gonna try my link real quick. I got a couple minutes and then I got to go. Please, if you want to, feel free to suggest your outside Sir King Crowd. Please subscribe to my other page. You think you can find me at Sir King Avatar Nation. Excuse me. I'm gonna do my other comments here on there because I did do a live the other day, but it was on Twitch, and I didn't even know it. So if you want some more real world news, feel free to join us over there on Star King Avatar Nation, where it all started. YTC, I gave my commentary about Lemon and the alleged drug paraphernalia that happened over there. So yeah, hold on, let me put this link down here. Then I got to go. But like I said, I honestly feel that man gonna get off for real, for real. And then if he don't get off, he gotta wait a couple of years, and then Rump is gonna pardon him. Rump was gonna pardon him, so it's not funny, but it's sad. You know? The only difference you can say from him with R. Kelly and him was that R. Kelly was dealing with people under a certain age limit knowingly. That's the only thing you can really say. I guess. I guess you can say maybe they'll say Cassie was a certain age. I don't know. Dr. Soper says if he gets off, nobody is going to be caught with him. He will be alone, just like Cosby. I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, but see, Cosby was convicted though, wasn't he? They just let him out because of old age. I think. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure of that one. Brixton Bay says he's not on trial for beating her. Being freaky is a crime. Isn't a crime. The only thing I can think they could get him on is the drug situation. That's it. That's the only thing. And they were able to say he transported drugs here, there, and otherwhere. Because they were saying he was using his private jet to transport allegedly narcotics across the globe. And they said he's still making money. I said, for what I read the caption, he's making money about, I guess, leasing his jet to people who want to fly. So, that's not against the law. I guess you can still make money while you're in jail, right? Still being a productive citizen. So, yeah. But, yeah, that's all I got. Anything else? I'm not really talking about the Dragon situation. Listen, Dragons is hit or miss, depending on if she gets what she wants or not. I heard somebody purchased her phone. I'm not saying their name. That is kind of leery and scary to me. That somebody would purchase her phone and she don't really know that man from past interactions. But that's their situation. Like they said, they grown adults. So that's just kind of weird. But on that, other than that, so what's kind of weird. Now I don't know. Lolo may have a different perspective, but Lolo just been pushed out altogether. Is Lolo still over there? Like I said, I don't really watch so much. But it's kind of sad that Lolo's just kind of been pushed out. I'm sorry, Star Patch does give me racist vibes. I've seen her before, and she said she said some kind of very condescending things. She does give me some. I'm over here because I feel I'm superior to these people over here. Yeah. So, other than that, anything else? Anything else going on that I can see? Tulsa is using Jay Wilson's platform as a training ground for her upcoming and super big project that she's going on. I see that all together. She trying to tell people when to talk, when not to talk, and all that other stuff. And when they, I was like, ooh, yeah, I see you, Tulsa. Dr. Sophie says that's why you left. I don't blame you. So he'll use you up, spit you out, and chew you up again, and use you again. That's probably your best move. It's too much. It's too much going on over there. But it's just a matter of time. And then from the back end perspective, as a content creator, you can't deal with that. That's why he going crazy. He going crazy. I hear he going crazy and stuff like that. But that's on him to learn. I mean, you can't please everybody. You can't be on here every day. But whatever. I can't say anything about him. I can't speak about him. How dare I? The nerve of me to speak about him. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on over there. Sour Patch thinks that, and she need to change that name because that name. Let me tell you something. That as a man, that name don't sound good. That name, Sour Patch. You need to change your name to something else, girl. Fresh Patch or something, because that as a man, you're not even looking at you. You got a name Sour Patch. Wow, you insinuating something? You insinuating or something? Because by the look of your nose, girl, that nose, you got a Tracy nose. That's why I said you and Tracy got along so well. Because you and Tracy got the same kind of motherfucking nose. The only difference is the pigmentation. I like, damn, look at that bell pepper nose. She all up with the camera. I was like, ooh. Anyway, Sarah probably thinks she can run or have say in the majority of black female era. She thinks she's slick, but I see her. Yeah, I saw her from the jump. She was over there saying something real slick. And I said, ooh, I get you, I got you. I get you and I got you. Baby, I get you and I got you. What's up, Detach? How you doing on this glorious Saturday morning? Has anyone heard the term crabby headed? Heard the term crabby. I'm really tired. We hit our restaurant disrespect me for no reason. Bye. You know what, Dr. Soapy? It is really, I'm gonna be 100. It is, you gotta think about when they first came over here, really odd how they came all at once, as if they were somewhere else, crowded around, and they said, okay, this is our time to go, let's go. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. And all these characters, they have questionable, like, mm, online behavior when it comes to black people. It's interesting. It's just, well, not interesting. It's just weird. So weird. And I honestly feel, Dr. Soapy, they're waiting to take down Lemon. They're waiting. This is the strategy, right? I'm going to put myself on your platform as much as I can so that I become synonymous with you. Once that synonymous level is met, then I'm gonna try to get rid of you, and now I take your spot. That's what I feel. That is what I honestly feel. That is what I honestly feel. Because these people are trying to be his co-host and up on his panel and da, 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 da. And yes, they scratch each other's feet. I'm not gonna say not gonna say back. They scratch each other's feet, all right, to make each other feel good because they need each other right now. But once they feel like just like when they came over here coordinated, once they feel that okay, we've met our level of engagement or subscriber count that we need, and we done siphoned and sucked off of his. Let's get him out the game so that his people now come to us, and we know he will. You YTC, and you know this. He will come to us because they had pretty much an experiment already, right? Sat him down, saw how he moved, and what happened. He was on everybody's panel. So they sit him down again. Where he's gonna go? He gonna go to their panel. They just they just put out exploratory experiments to see how things are going to happen. I feel right. It can go one way, go another. They don't know, but they saw how things played out. So they said, "Oh, let's do that." I'm just telling you. Just look how people move. Just look how people move. So that's what I have to say about that. Because what they came over here, we didn't come over there. And that's the key thing. They can't say, "Oh, y'all came over here. Why y'all?" No, they came over here. Okay, they came over here. So that's what I think. I don't know, right? That's what I say. And they, when you share audiences and stuff, you know, I mean, that's why you have to have a talent. Ooh, ooh, that's why you have to have a talent. Ooh, because you soon become synonymous with your co-host or your co-host or your visitors. And if you don't have a talent, the only thing that's the difference is the name of the channel. Take the name of the channel away, then they're gonna go to where the other co-hosts went. I'm just saying. No, Dr. Sophie, I'm not. And that's the main thing where somebody says, well, you don't support me. Because you have to be careful what you consume. There's a lot of toxicity in it, a lot. Even from the yelling at people. And I'm like, bruh, like, I don't let people talk to me like that online or offline. So why would I ever let you think it's okay to talk to me like that? Like, or treat me that way? Like, it's just, no. No, and then you have to think about the internal energy that you consume when you let those words fester inside of you. Like, I never understood it. Oh, we just, what do they call it? Trolling. We just trolling. Trolling, no. Trolling is like, I tell Dr. Soapy, oh, well, you call your name Dr. Soapy. You ain't no Dr. Soapy. You Dr. Dry because your soap dry out people. That's trolling to me. Now, cursing out Dr. Soapy and yelling and emasculating him and calling him this and talking about how he was violated. No, that is a little bit beyond trolling to me. That's on the verge of a beatdown. You know, you said well, YP and Big Rigs Gone always bad. Those two brothers are but you got to see he had to pick on those who are not going to cause him no smoke. Right? He gonna pick on those who maybe don't have the the negative force field within them to go take him out the game, or come back with the smoke, or go dox, or go do something where he know he not playing. Because let's trust and believe, while they sit up here saying lemon dumb dumb, he know who not to go hard at and who to go hard at. And it's usually those who've been the nicest and most caring and concerned for him is that the ones who he go hard at, because he knows that, okay, those are the soft targets. Let me not go at the hard target because the hard targets will come hard back at him. He is very aware of that. And unfortunately, what he don't understand is that those who you really need in tough times are the soft targets, because they're gonna be there to hold you up until you get back on your feet. The hard target is gonna be laughing when you get taken out of the game, don't give a damn. They're not gonna help share you out or talk about you to keep you going in the algorithm. Just like he was mad. Why you got on that for the title? Why you got on that? You sitting on ice, and people don't really remember anything except for 6 hours to 6 hours to 6 hours. So keeping your name in the algorithm, I mean, name in the title is keeping you in the algorithm. Don't know, but anyway. So yeah, but that's what I gotta say. He'll learn. I hope it ain't too late. He'll learn. So let me see. Bloop says that Bloop. Hey, I'm sorry, Ray Bloop. um, Dr. Sophie says they were boss over there. Yes, they were. Yeah, be careful how you treat people. That was her reason. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you gotta be careful how you treat people, but you know, you'll learn on your own. I mean, and you gotta understand, does he want certain people around him? You know, everybody ain't gonna tell you yes. You know, so if you want just yes people around you, fine. He don't care, Dr. Sophie, so he should expect us to care. You know. That's why he go live 800 times a day in a short period of time, because he trying to make up for that check that he lost. That's how I feel. I'm like, damn, dog, why you on here that much? Like, for real? But if you put finances behind it, you got to make up for lost time. So that's what's up. I feel so. But anyway, y'all, I got to go. Thank y'all for being an engaging audience. I appreciate y'all. Please throw something live before you leave. Make sure y'all go visit YTC. Any other content creators we got here? Dr. Soapy, you on live? Um, but yeah, I see YT cameras up in here. So make sure y'all go subscribe to her. Cause she got everybody mad, including Sean Bradley at her. Okay. Y'all have a good day. Remember to change you want to see in the world. If you want to, feel free to suggest a dollar sign, Star King Crown. It'll be tremendously appreciated. Okay. All right. Bye, y'all. Bye. Bye. Hey. And stop saying I'm a troll. Please stop. You're trolling. You're trolling. SK, stop trolling. No. Sometimes I'll be saying stuff to make a point. Now, if I said you have bionic glasses and you at 7 foot tall, YT cameras, then yes, that's trolling. Okay. But if I'm up there saying, oh, Ken got breath so bad that the dentist won't even see him. That's not trolling. That's the truth. Okay? If I say that Ken, when he go to Chuck E. Cheese, he need to sit in a booster chair, that's not trolling. That's the truth. Okay? When I say Ken got his minutes back, and now he out here acting amok, that's the truth. YTC, that's not trolling. Okay? Okay, baby? Okay, baby. Just letting you know. All right, I'm out of here. If I can say that kid trying to make his hair look as good as YTC, that's not trolling. That's the truth. Okay? Because we know if he would put a wig on in a minute, he probably would. We know he's just 1 inch away from putting on a wig. Okay, he wants to live in his truth. He's the only man that I ever heard comment on James Caldwell's man boobs. I was like, what? How this man? He gonna say that James Caldwell man boobs look good. I was like, I know this man did not do that. So anyway, sometimes you think YTC that people saying the truth is trolling, but it ain't. Because the truth is like unbelievable, but with him, it is definitely believable. All right. No, it ain't no oh my god, SK. It'll be oh my yes, it's the truth, SK, because that's all I be saying, YTC. I'm just trying to tell you some of the history. So in case you didn't, in case you hear it and you hear it again, that's the truth. Okay, all infatuated with treasure lane man boobs. Can you believe that? But I know that's your bestie, so let me stop. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day. Take care. Be check you want to see in the world. Make sure y'all stay abreast on the real world news. Make sure you get right with God. Okay. And tell Jay Wilson to stop playing with God in the process. Take care, y'all. Thank you to my wonderful supporters. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great day. Go out there and exercise if you can. And if not, then wave your hands in the air or do something to keep your heart rate going, okay? I will talk to y'all soon. Bye, y'all.
Sir King.
Canvas.
Sir King. Sir King.
Canvas.
Sir King. Sir King.
Bye, y'all.